for America. Congressman Ron Paul.
The weather would keep you all the way. Thank you for coming. Nice introduction, and I want to introduce my wife and a granddaughter, Linda. Great to see such a wonderful crowd. We've had a couple town hall meetings, and guess what? The turnout has been good. There's a lot of enthusiasm for the cause of liberty, isn't there? People who are ignoring Maine and reward the people who come to talk to you. Coming up soon, and we hope to do very well. And if today had if there was any response to what it's going to be like, we're going to do real well, and I appreciate very much the support. Every once in a while, the media will challenge me. They say, well, if you're not in this to win. I said, well, what am I doing it for? They say, oh, you're just doing this to promote a cause, and you're interested in the message, and you're interested in the Constitution. Well, isn't that a good reason to win, too? Run into too many people who are running for office and actually believe in something. So, I know you do, or you wouldn't be here, and that encourages me. And let me tell you, I need all the encouragement. I'll tell you what, this country needs the encouragement. The freedom movement is building and growing by leaps and bounds. Let me tell you, there's a lot of good things happening. Credit to the young people. We go to college campuses and we get good turnout. There's a lot of young people here. There's a few in this room, one or two at least, that are over 30, but we include everybody. We're very inclusive because anybody who believes in liberty has to have a young spirit. And that's what we welcome, and that is the spirit of liberty is young. And literally it is. Liberty is something that hasn't been around a long time. If you look at all of recorded history, and if you look at all the world today, how many countries really enjoy true liberty? Not very many. Most of history. Some people estimated maybe 97% of the people who ever lived had to live under tyranny. And just think of what's happening to our country now. I'm scared to death. We're slipping and sliding right into a tyrannical state where we don't have control of our lives. We don't have control of our economy. We don't have control of our money. So this is a real struggle for us to maintain something that was given to us. And the efforts are indeed necessary, but the encouragement is there. The numbers are absolutely growing, and we have been able to get around some of the times when those who are in the media tend to ignore or distort or a few other minor things like that. Because, a true message is spread by word of mouth, and the word of mouth is very easy to spread these days with something called the internet. We have wonderful tools that weren't available in the past, and a lot of people ask me, why do you think there's such enthusiasm now versus 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago? And when I got interested in and thought I was able to put this philosophy together and really understand what America was all about and how important individual liberty is, there weren't that many people talking about it because our country was so wealthy, and they didn't have to worry. I think what happened to it is we lived in a country that had maximum amount of freedom. Freedom creates a maximum amount of prosperity, and then people concentrate on the prosperity, and they become more materialistic, so they're looking for the government to readjust and redistribute, and they're concerned about it, and they get benefits by manipulating the system. The special interest comes in, there's the bleeding hearts, well motivated, say, well, this is a wealthy country, we have to give this, then others take advantage of it, and they manipulate it for their benefit. And that worked for a long time, and it took a long time to undermine the system. I think what has happened in the last 4 or 5 years is the country has come to realize that the system has been undermined. We aren't the producers we used to be. We don't have a sound currency like we should have. We're fighting way too many wars that we should stop. Understanding how important individual liberty really is. And to me, Jefferson talked about in the Declaration of Independence, it's individual liberty, and it's a God-given liberty, and we're endowed with it. It doesn't come from our government.